halfway point of the season, with many schools taking a bye next week. Welcome to the fifth quarter, powered by Reyna's BBQ. I'm Alex Barrio. Now, we had some incredible games last night, and tonight we have another Valley 5A district starting their games that matter. We'll start with 16 5A Division I opening up district play tonight. Harlingen South, they were the champion of 32 6A last year. They went unbeaten going into the playoffs, but they dropped down to a new look 16 5A Division I, and it probably was good for them. They graduated a senior-heavy team from last year, and for Weslaco East, they missed the playoffs last year, and because they always schedule up, they come into tonight 1-3, needing a win in their district opener. This was a low-scoring game tonight over at Bobby Lackey Stadium. You see Brandon Figueroa in the house, showing off that championship gold for some Friday Night Light action. We'll start things off with Alex Martinez rolling and finding his man Devin Cantu. Does not count, so they go for the field goal instead. Pedro Espinosa put the Wildcats up 3-0 heading into the second quarter, and then it's August Wilson cutting through that Weslaco East defense, but Weslaco East stopping the Hawks offense there, and Martinez tossing it here to Ashton Wajardo, but the Wildcats playing a quick game of hot potato there, passing it to Jay Vasquez, but the Hawks defense puts an end to that. Then they'd go into the half without a single touchdown. It was 3-0 Wildcats at the break. Wildcats, though, with a bad snap here. Hawks seize the opportunity, get the recovery there, putting them at the 20-yard line, and then Dylan Anaya cuts through the defense, goes untouched. 5 minutes left in the game. They go up 7-3. That was the final score tonight. 7-3. Harlingen South beats Weslaco East. Bella Michaels was at this game, a defensive struggle all the way through.
District opener was a crazy one. Neither defenses would let out tonight, but I got the team and head coach that came out victorious tonight. Harlingen South entering District 1-0. Coach, how do you feel about this? Talk about that defense all night long.
I'll tell you what, they did a tremendous job. Coach Evans and Weslaco East, Coach Brigette had a tremendous game plan. They came out and played tremendous defense. But we talked all week about being resilient. We talked all week about being a family and getting the job done together, and I'm extremely proud of our football team. We stuck through. We fought for 4 quarters, and we ended up victorious at the end. It was a total team effort. Everybody played extremely hard, and we're glad to be 1-0 in district.
Yes, sir. It really took 4 quarters to get a touchdown finally. We were all waiting for it. It was not letting up. So what happened?
Well, I think, it starts up front. O-line, we had some trouble with the snap, so Ezra, our center, did a tremendous job all game. We knew that they had to be consistent. August did a great job managing the football game for us. He's our team leader. He get out there and did what he does and does a tremendous job. And then our running backs in our backfield, there's so many weapons back there, and we finally got it going on the last drive, brought in our 2 defensive guys for our WHAM package, and then ultimately the young guy got in, so we're proud of him too. He did a tremendous job.
That bad snap really changed the momentum of the game, and that's where it shifted for y'all. And Dylan, that's when you came through clutch for the entire team, finally for all the viewers too. We were all waiting for that.
It just puts a big smile on my face to watch everybody, to see everyone have a lot of success.
Well, what was going through your mind? Because you were wide, you cut right through. No one saw you. No one touched you.
Man, I felt invincible for a second. I felt like no one could touch me.
Both defenses very stingy tonight. The whole crowd waiting all night long. It took till the last 5 minutes to see that touchdown. It was just a crazy defensive game. But Harlingen South takes that 7-3 victory, takes that 1-0 start in district, in a new shaped up district, and they will be preparing to take on Brownsville Pace next Friday. For now, in Weslaco, Bella Michaels, Channel 5 Sports.
Well, let's continue on with District 16 5A Division I. Brownsville Lopez taking on Donna tonight. This one going on over at Benny LaPrade Stadium tonight, and Donna, a perfect record. They're number 5 in our power poll, and Jeff Lefevre finding Mark Zamorano again for the touchdown. We'd see him go for 2 here on this next opportunity. It goes into the end zone, 8-0 Donna in the early going, and we'd see more Donna magic, more from Lefevre here with the dart to Ashton Garcia. They'd get the extra point to make it 15-0 Donna, and then the defense had its moment to shine as well. As we see the Lobo return man, actually this is on special teams here, as Emilio Garcia flying to stop him at the 23-yard line in Lopez territory. And then Lefevre with a tight window no matter what. Donna able to get into pay dirt. Xavier Rodriguez gets there for the touchdown cast. Donna stays perfect. Final score tonight. Let's take a look here. They throw up a 70 burger tonight, 71-0 over Brownsville Lopez tonight. We talked about Brownsville Pace earlier. They picked up a win last week in non-district play. They open up district at Sam Stadium as they take on Donna North. Donna's been struggling since they were in our game of the week a few weeks ago. We see Brandon Nevadas, the quarterback for Pace, launching it, finds Ivan Gonzalez in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. 7-0 early here for Pace. And then Nevadas this time showing what he can do with his legs, breaks through, finds a seam, goes up, and they're not going to get him to the house for the touchdown. 66 yards for the score, nonstop, and it makes it 14-0 Vikings. And then Nevadas hands it off to running back Reyna. Salinas follows through until he scores. Vikings win this one over Donna North tonight, 48-13. The final score. Now, before we continue on with more of tonight's action, we do want to take you back to that exciting matchup from last night as Vela took on PSJA North. Both teams unbeaten. Vela riding a 13-game win streak in district into this matchup that many pundits feel could be the Region 4 final this year, and it was a game that certainly lived up to the hype. Let's go back to last night over at PSJA Stadium. And we'll take a look at the Raiders taking on the SaberCats. SaberCats won this matchup 24-0 last year, but there was no Ale Aparicio in that game. Jose Alaniz comes up with a nice swat on 4th down as PSJA North forces the turnover on downs. But the Vela defense would come up big here in the first quarter as well. As Luis Garcia skies up for the interception. Vela able to keep it scoreless at the end of one. And then after North would block a punt, Jason Montes capitalizes just a few plays later. Raiders open up with a 9-yard touchdown run to make it a 7-0 lead. But Vela would answer right back. You see Justin Navarro, he's been a playmaker many times for us, takes it down the sideline for the touchdown, gets some blocking in front. That all evened up at 7 apiece. And then Ale Aparicio, again, did not play in the game last year. He was on a mission, gets horse collar tackled here after the first down, tack on another 15 yards, and then Aparicio calls his own number into the end zone for the score. 14-7 lead. That was the score at the half. And more from the Raiders here as we'd see Jaden Fuentes with the rush to make it a 28-14 lead for the Raiders. Vela would have an opportunity to potentially tie this game. They'd get a touchdown and an onside kick, but the final score was 28-21. Let's hear from the victors from last night.
Every single play meant something tonight. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, it was a lot of fun. We got up 2 scores. We're thinking our kids start going crazy. Calm down, guys. We watch NFL games. And exactly that's what happened. They go score, they get the onside kick, and then we have to get that big stop at the end of the ball game. It was a lot of fun. We found out early. We didn't know how big or strong they were up front. They're fast. They're crazy fast. We didn't know, so we were hitting them inside with body blows, and we were able to get those 4 or 5 yards. And it's going to be we're going to have a good night.
I have no words. It was a fun game. You know, last year I went down. Everything went downhill after I went down. My center went down. We were missing some guys. We didn't win that game. We worked hard all offseason. We came out and just played it on the field, and we won.
All right, continue on with District 15 5A Division 1. 2 teams desperately needing a win. Palmview taking on McAllen Memorial in McAllen last night. Mustangs on their first drive. Who other than Max Alanis Choi taking it into the end zone. Cuts right through, and then he'd take it here again, finishing what he started. Mustangs taking a 6-0 lead after missing the extra point, but the Lobos determined on the next drive. This is Christian Reyna finding Jesus Hinojosa wide open to the left, and he get brought down just right outside the end zone. And then Reyna hands it off to Jose Guerra, slides left, takes it home. Lobos up 7-6 late in the first quarter. Second half action, Mustangs Sebastian Aleman rushing to the right side. Mustangs take the lead at 12-7, but the Lobos get the lead right back. Tony Villarreal makes it 15-12, and it was all Lobos from there. Jose Guerra scores as well, 21-12. That would be your final score for McAllen as the Palmview Lobos come up with the upset. Let's hear from the victors from last night.
It puts us back on track. I'm very excited. The emotions kind of describe how I feel right now. My team came out and played. That's what I wanted them to do, and we're back in it now.
Extremely excited coming off this win, especially going to our next game, knowing that we can have a lot of potential.
All right, here's some more from 15 5A Division 1 tonight. McAllen High picks up their first district win, 55-13 over Rio Grande City. And McAllen Row now 2-0 in district as they beat Juarez Lincoln 35-3. We got another one from last night to show you. Laredo United took on Harlingen in Roma. We'll start things off here with Harlingen on offense. Harlingen quarterback Randy Morales here running the ball here on the sideline. Ducks a couple of defenders here, jukes another one here, takes it all the way down the sideline to the 21-yard line. That's where he's knocked out of bounds. And then Morales fakes the handoff to Isaiah Bell and then throws a 9-yard swing pass here to Justin Sosa for the touchdown. Cardinals up 7-0 after the extra point. And then we'd see Randy Morales connect with Paul Price for a 16-yard completion and increasing the Cardinal lead to 14-0. Final score last night, this was a high-scoring one over in Roma. 56-49 was the final score. Still more to come here on the fifth quarter, powered by Reyna's BBQ, including a big one in Port Isabel tonight. Stay with us.
Reyna's BBQ is fired up this football season, and so are our biggest fans.
Reyna, Reyna.
From our tenderized brisket to our moist chicken and our delicious wings, we have something for you. So bring your family and crew down to Reyna's BBQ.
Taking it home, baby.
Reyna's BBQ got me fired up.
Woo!
We look forward to serving you at Reyna's BBQ.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book, and as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free, for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-686-8923. That's 800-686-8923.
KRGV Channel 5 has a strong commitment to closed captioning our broadcasts. This allows the deaf and hard of hearing to watch the news and get the same information as our other viewers. For more information on KRGV Channel 5 closed captioning, contact Paul Aguayo, P.O. Box 5, Weslaco, Texas 78599-0005. You can call Paul at 956-968-5555, extension 5627, or email pabloa@krgv.com. After hours phone number 956-968-3636.
We continue on in the fifth quarter with a matchup between two football-crazed communities. La Máquina Amarilla of Edcouch-Elsa 2-2, coming off a loss to Donna last week at home, and they take on a Port Isabel team that's coming off their first loss of the season to Brownsville Veterans. Let's go to Port Isabel for this one as the Yellow Jackets took on the Tarpons. It's always a fun matchup when these two teams get together. We'll pick up the action in the first quarter, 4th and short for the Tarpons, and a swarm of Yellow Jackets forced the turnover on downs. Jackets striking first here as Alvaro Amaya shows off his arm, drops one into the hands of Moses de Leon. 7-0 Yellow Jackets, and then they'd get the ball back with a chance to make it a two-possession game. But we take a look here at this field goal attempt, and from way downtown, doink! Right off of the crossbar. Still up by 7, though, for the Yellow Jackets. And then Tarpons start to pull out the tricks. We see the pitch here to Cross Martinez, but he throws it deep here to Anthony Garcia. Tarpons rushed it in a few plays later. We're all tied up at 7 apiece. And then back comes La Máquina Amarilla, 2nd and goal inside the 10. Juan de Leon won't be denied. Extra effort makes it 14-7 in the second quarter. Port Isabel stays aggressive with less than 2 minutes to go. Take a look at the final score tonight as Port Isabel picks up the victory, 26-14. Our Brandon Benitez watched this one. Here's what he found out afterwards.
A 26-14 win for Port Isabel. They take this one over Edcouch-Elsa, and joining me now is head coach Tony Villarreal. A tale of two halves, man. You down at 7 at the half. How were you guys able to flip the switch and make those adjustments for the second half?
Well, our coaches, prepare for those kind of things. We made some adjustments, and then when you have great ball players that understand the football game, like Jaden Gonzalez, we moved him wherever we could, and he played a great game on the defense.
Yeah, that defensive side of the ball held really strong in that second half. Maybe some good momentum as we kind of wrap up non-district play soon over these next couple weeks. What are you expecting over your boys with the two Mexico high school teams coming to visit?
Well, we're gonna look, and we're gonna shore up some stuff that we need to shore up. I think we got a good deal as far as the 5 non-conference games, and now we're just gonna look at some stuff, some combinations, and some, we showed some stuff that we never do, a little gun, a little GT, little stuff that we did with the quarterback. So we're kind of tinkering with some stuff.
Good to see you, man. Well, congratulations on another win. 4-1 now for Port Isabel, and a big reason why. My man over here, Jaden, man. Tell me about your thoughts on tonight and especially that strong second half that you guys had.
Yeah, well, you know, at first, you know, we started off a little slow, but think about us. We're a second half team, you know. In the halftime, we went inside, made our adjustments, came back stronger. We knew what to do. We basically capitalized on what we were mistaking on, and we came back.
A couple key turnovers in the second half. Sometimes that's just the way the game plays out, and that ends up being the bigger team. What was it like at halftime? You know, obviously down 7, but no panic yet, right? How was it at?
No, it wasn't no panic. We know we run a lot, so it wasn't like we were tired at halftime. It was basically like it was like a quarter for us. Cool. So we just came back. You know, everybody did their part, and we just came together as a team.
Cool, man. Well, 4-1, looking great to me, man. Appreciate the time. It was a great effort from y'all.
Thank you.
That'll do it for us over here in Port Isabel. We're fighting Tarpons. They take the win 26-14, the final score over Edcouch-Elsa. That'll do it for us in Port Isabel. Brandon Benitez, Channel 5 Sports.
All right, let's go to Mission, to Tom Landry Stadium. Mission veterans needing a win. They haven't won their last 2 tries, and they've only scored once in the last 2 weeks. Let's see if they could change the fate, and they were able to do it early. You see Enrique Ordaz taking the long pass and finds his way down the sideline. No one there to stop him. Takes it to the end zone. Extra point was no good. 6-0 lead early for veterans. And then more from the Patriots. You see Pablo Lopez get on the act after the handoff, jukes a couple of defenders, and then he's off to the races. Into the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point was good to make it a 13-0 lead. Back come the Golden Eagles, though. We see quarterback Joshua Villafranco coming on the doorstep of the end zone, dives his way into the end zone to make it a 13-6 lead. Joseph Ruiz would get in as well. Final score tonight from Tom Landry Stadium in Mission. Veterans picks up the victory over the Eagles 27-25. Alexander of Laredo taking on Sherryland Pioneer. Pioneer back at home looking to get their second straight win to improve to 4-1. Alexander coming on into the game with a 3-game losing streak, but it was all Bulldogs here early as Jeremy Gabriel would fake the handoff, throw this dart to Josh Rodriguez for the 25-yard conversion. Alexander getting close to the red zone, and then 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Gael Rodriguez runs it in to make it a 7-0 lead at that point. Alexander increasing their lead as Gabriel finds Josh Rodriguez in the end zone for a 14-0 lead. But Pioneer showing some signs of life in the second quarter. You see Julian Valdez, he was a playmaker last week for us, fires this one deep. Look at this dime to Joseph Graham Jr. Had to go back to get it a little bit, but perfect positioning there, able to grab it for the first down, and then Valdez would find Graham this time in the end zone for the 19-yard reception. Pioneer cutting the Bulldogs lead to 7, but it was 48-21 the final. Alexander knocks off the Diamondbacks at home. Edinburgh taking on San Benito tonight over at Bobby Morrow Stadium, and what a effort here from the San Benito Greyhounds. Let's take a look here as Jay Santamaria for Edinburgh throws this one. It's intercepted by Anthony De Mireles coming up with it, and then San Benito on offense. We see Fabian Garcia. He's a multi-time playmaker. Looks like he's going to do it again. Gets into the end zone for the touchdown. 7-0 lead for the Greyhounds. Move to the second quarter now. Greyhounds back on offense. It's more from Garcia. A nice 25-yard run down the right sideline sets him up deep in Bobcat territory, and then the Greyhound quarterback Aaron Corona fakes the handoff and gets it to his tight end for the completion of the score. Makes it 23-0. Final score from Bobby Morrow Stadium tonight as San Benito picks up the victory in shutout fashion, 51-0 over Edinburgh. Los Fresnos in action taking on Mission. This one going on over at Leo Aguilar Stadium, and things were looking good for the Eagles, especially on defense early, as Robert Pineda would fumble the ball here for Los Fresnos, and then Rogelio Cerda would dive on top of it as they get the turnover there, and then Diego Salinas would throw, and it's intercepted. Look at the tip drill. Good concentration there from Jaden Gonzalez, takes him into halftime. And then it's Robert Pineda, throws it to Josue Limon, stopped just short of the end zone, and then Pineda would get it to Angel Arce for the touchdown here in this next play. Falcons beat the Eagles tonight. Take a look at the final from Leo Aguilar Stadium. The final score, 42-13. Here's some more scores for you tonight. Laredo United South gives Weslaco their first loss. Brownsville Rivera knocked off Economides tonight 32-7. McAllen High back in the win column. They beat Rio Grande City 55-13. It was McAllen Rowe beating Juarez Lincoln 35-3. More from tonight. Roma gives Porter their first loss, 43-21 the final score. La Jolla is still winless as they lose to Laredo LBJ, 42-14. Santa Maria, another huge win for them. They shut out Progreso, 62-0. Alice throws up 73 tonight at La Feria, beating the Lions 73-13. And finally, Ingleside beats Raymondville 45-8. St. Joseph Academy starts off their district win in Taps, 47-40 over Victoria St. Joseph's. Still more to come here in the fifth quarter. We'll be right back.
Reyna's Barbecue is fired up this football season, and so are our biggest fans.
Reyna's, Reyna's.
From our tenderized brisket to our moist chicken and our delicious wings, we have something for you. So bring your family and crew down to Reyna's Barbecue.
Taking it home, baby.
Reyna's Barbecue got me fired up.
Woo!
We look forward to serving you at Reyna's Barbecue.
Funerals can be emotionally devastating for a family to go through. Besides the sorrow, loved ones are left with the high cost of arranging a funeral. Funeral Advantage was formed to help protect your family when they need it most. It pays your loved ones up to $20,000 immediately for funeral and any other expenses.
It's a good feeling to know that my family will be taken care of if anything happens to me.
Funerals can easily cost $9,000 or more, but government benefits pay only $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the rest.
It's so easy, just answer a few simple health questions. This is so affordable, even for someone like me who's on a fixed income.
If you're 40 to 85, get information on how to protect your family. Funeral Advantage is something we all need. There's no risk or obligation. Call now.
Get the facts about how easy it is to protect your family. Call 800-845-6716. Don't wait. Call now.
Channel 5 News covering the big story.
Breaking news on the death of a young student.
More journalists than any other station in the Valley working for you.
And it's not really just about these companies, but it's the way this technology is moving.
Today, attorneys with the former mayor presented evidence to the jury.
Whenever or wherever news happens, we'll be on air and online. When we're on the scene, you'll be in the know. Channel 5 News, the Valley's news channel.
Welcome back to the fifth quarter, powered by Reyna's Barbecue. Let's continue on with more action. PSJA Memorial looking to pick up their second straight victory, something they haven't done as a program since 2018. They took on Valley View tonight here in their final non-district game as the Wolverines taking on the Valley View Tigers. We'll start things off in the first quarter as Reyna runs to the right side and then hands it off to Art Flores on the reverse, lobs it up to Robert Morales in the end zone for the touchdown. Memorial takes the early 8-0 lead, and then Valley View with the ball. Jaden Rosillo takes the snap, looks to his right as they get sacked there, and then same possession, Rosillo takes the snap, throws it into the hands of the intercepting defender there, runs it upfield for 10 yards before being brought down. Memorial taking over, and then it's Logan Contreras back to pass, fires over the middle into the end zone for the touchdown to Osiel Flores. 15-0 Memorial. They pick up the victory tonight at home at PSJA Stadium, 29-10. Let's hear from head coach Will Littleton.
It's kind of an ugly win, but it's good to get to where we are as a program where we can get some ugly wins, because winning ugly, that's special. It means the kids, they overcame some adversity. They did what they had to do to figure out a way to get a win, and that's special. We're excited about the first district game versus Southwest. We're going to get back to the drawing board next week, take care of ourselves and get healthy and get ready to roll.
All right, Mercedes taking on Sherryland. This game was last night over at Richard Thompson Stadium. Sherryland desperately needing a win. Mercedes unfortunately took the loss last week to La Feria, so they wanted to get a nice thing going here. You see Joey Cisneros get it to Ethan Anciano for the touchdown, and then Sherryland answers back as Alec Gonzalez throws to Victor Solis for the touchdown, but then Sebastian Villarreal hands it off to Terrell Trevino for the touchdown. Final score 48-25. Mercedes picks up the win over Sherryland, the former district foe. foes there. Gruya taking on Rio Hondo. This one tonight. We'll start things off in the first quarter here. Rio Hondo's Julian Trevino pushes through the defense here, brings it into the end zone for the touchdown. The extra point would get blocked, though, so a 6-0 lead for Rio Hondo early. And then Gruya's Andrew Sanchez with the fake on the handoff, takes it into the end zone himself for the touchdown. Gruya takes the lead after the extra point to make it a 7-6 game. And then Ruben Atkinson hands it off to Kian Lopez, runs and gets the touchdown here for the Bobcats. Extra point was no good. It was a 12-7 game in the first quarter. Final score tonight from Rio Hondo. Bobcats victory over the Gators 33-20. We'll be back to wrap up the fifth quarter when we come back. Stay with us.
Reyna's Barbecue is fired up this football season, and so are our biggest fans.
Reyna, Reyna.
From our tenderized brisket to our moist chicken and our delicious wings, we have something for you. So bring your family and crew down to Reyna's Barbecue.
Taking it home, baby.
Reyna's Barbecue's got me fired up.
Woo!
We look forward to serving you at Reyna's Barbecue.
This is a national health alert from the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline. If you, a family member, or loved one has diabetes, listen closely. Now, regardless of your age, if you have insurance, you may qualify to receive diabetic testing supplies with little to no out-of-pocket cost. Get free delivery, free information, and all the paperwork is handled by our accredited suppliers for free. Call the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline now for details. Toll free at this number. But wait, there's more. If you call right now, you could get a free meter upgrade. In addition, we'll give you a free pedometer as our special gift to you. We have knee, back, and other braces available, as well as pharmacy services. Regardless of your age, if you suffer with diabetes and you have insurance, we can help.
Call 855-680-2149. That's 855-680-2149. 855-680-2149. That's 855-680-2149.
The amazing stories of Texas. Experience unique places. Meet interesting people. And see things you will never see again. It's everything you need to know in Texas on the Texas Bucket List TV show. Saturdays at 6:30 p.m. and Sunday mornings at 6:30 a.m. on KRGV Channel 5.
Well, it's been a wild week 5 of Valley High School football. PSJA North picking up the victory last night, as well as Palmview. A lot of teams taking a bye week next week for week 6, so not a lot of games on the schedule actually for next week, but here's a look at what's on tap. Brownsville Pace taking on Harlingen South in district play, as is Weslaco East taking on Lopez. That's what we have to look forward to, is District 16 5A Division 1. Zapata takes on Hidalgo in district play, and then Donna taking on Brownsville Veterans. Those are just 4 of the matchups that are going on next week. Just a great week of action here in week 5. Lots of teams, again, taking their bye week coming up next week. So we'll have a lot more opportunity to take a look at the way the playoffs are shaping up. For our entire crew, for Bella Michaels, for Brandon Benitez, and for our entire studio crew, my name is Alex Obario saying good night from Weslaco.